Hey everybody, Jeri Bellini here from Recycle Parts for Art. I'm going to take a moment and get myself organized. I just came back from a workshop down in Topsail, North Carolina, with Leslie Marsh and Roxanne Evans Stout. And I'm trying to get over to my channel here. And let me see. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Here we go. Anyway, always takes a few minutes to get set up. Anyway, we did some echo dyeing, and it was so much fun. And Leslie does it a little differently than I've been doing it. I've been echo dyeing for quite a few years, and I really love it. Yeah, I got to get to my channel here so I can see the chat and stuff. All right. There we are. There we are. Okay. So, hi, anybody who's come in while I was fooling around. Hi, Bonnie. How are you? It's good to see you. I'm not going to be on very long, and welcome to anybody else who's here. But anyhow, I've been echo dyeing with Roxanne and Leslie down in North Carolina, and I came home and I had stopped on the way home in Durham, North Carolina, and visited one of the ladies there that was in the class, and she and I went picking foliage, and I couldn't help myself. I had to do a little echo dyeing today. So that's what you see here on my table. And what I'm doing now, I'm actually going to keep track of what I'm doing. So I was talking to one of the girls in the class, her Pat, and we became very fast friends. Like I know her forever. And anyhow, she was a scientist, and she said that she keeps track of how she does everything and what she's doing, and she actually makes little samples as well. So I thought, that sounds like a great idea. I think I'm going to do that. So that's what I have here. This is my sample pack here on the right, and this was my just experiment pack. And what I did is I steamed this, and I cut out 6-inch squares. I'm going to open it here online, and it's very late for me. You guys, that follow me know I go to bed at 8:30, but I just couldn't stand it any longer, and I wanted to see what was in here. So I'm just going to push this one to the side so we have plenty of room to see this. And what I did, let me quick go grab my book. I want to show you what I did. Sorry. I should be prepared, right? But it's late. I'm not thinking clearly. So what I did is I made a book. I'm keeping notes in another book, but I also made this book, and I glued the leaves down. Now, these leaves are not from my area, so what I have is what I have. But these are from North Carolina. So I wrote down, and I also took photographs of them. So I wrote down what they are, and I glued them down. And I think I'm going to try to put a little Mod Podge over them to try to keep them from falling off the page. I've been trying to figure out exactly how to do this. So this is what I came up with. So I won't show you all of them, but I went through like 9 different, I'll just leave it right here. 9 different leaves. And when I open this, they're going to be in the order that they're in. Let's get rid of that. In my book. Okay. So, unless I turned this upside down, but I'll be able to tell as soon as I open this. Yep, it's upside down. So I'm excited. And if anybody has any questions, don't hesitate to ask. So I used cardboard and I kept mine flat. So this, here, I'll show you. We'll do it this way. So this is this leaf and it's on the inside and these are really wet. So let's see. Oh, I'm excited already. So this is this leaf. Okay. And what I did is I put one leaf face down and one leaf face up. Okay. So as I said, I've been doing this for years and years and years, but I've never actually like done this where I kept track of what I was doing. So now you can see this is this leaf and let's remove this. And I'm going to keep these in order. Look how beautiful they are. And I didn't expect them to be yellow. Hi, Log Cabin Craft Room. Thank you for being here, Elena. Sorry, Elena. Hi, Elena. Thank you for being here. I don't usually do lives and I'm not usually up this late, so I don't really expect that many people to come in. So this is a red bud from North Carolina. And this is, and look at that. Isn't that interesting? Now one is face up and one is face down. So the one that was, so what printed here is the back of this oak leaf. That's what printed here. So I'm going to guess when I remove this, there's going to be a beautiful print like that because this one's upside down. Yep. It was exactly as I suspected. This is interesting. Well, it is to me anyway. I don't usually get this scientific. All right. Okay, so we have to turn this page too because this is the oak leaf. Now we're going to do this one. This is a white mulberry. All right, this is the next one. This is a white mulberry. And gosh, it looks different. Did I make a mistake already? This one has little edges. Wait, let me see if I left that one out. This is this one. Yeah, I made a mistake already. Oh my gosh, Jeri. But I recognize the leaf. That's this one. I didn't know the name of it, but here it is. And this one is printing. You know, I'm going to leave the leaves on it after I say it. This one is printing, the right side is printing there. And this is the wrong side is printing. Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. And I did, look at that beautiful yellow. I did actually fill up a bucket of water and put some alum in it. Elena, it is so much fun to do. It really is. I mean, you have to, I think that you need to do it outside because when the fumes, you know, start steaming and whatnot, they're poisonous. So I have a lot of allergies. I would never, ever, ever boil this stuff in my house. So I do it out on my deck and it is quite a big deal to get it ready, to set it up and whatnot. So, I mean, I still have it out there. I'll do more tomorrow. All right. So this, I can actually get rid of these because I can actually recognize these now. This one, since I'm at a sink here, is this one. And I don't know the name of it. But it did print. There's the print from it. It did print. And the other one came through. This one came through. Gosh, I love them. So there is alum in the water, and I'm wondering if the alum made the yellow, because I don't usually use alum. You can boil them or steam them, Elena. You have to do something. It's not like rusting. With the rust, you can just wet the fabric and put rusty bits in, and then you can just leave that in the sun, so you don't have to boil the rust. But with the eco dyeing, you do have to boil it or steam it. So these are beautiful. I'm loving this. Okay, let's see. All right, so this one is this one. This one's this one. I don't have the name for it either. My friend said she'd give me the name. Oh, you have? You've tried, Bonnie. You've tried eco dyeing with just the sun? Yeah, I've never tried that. Oh, now look at that. That's beautiful. I think they're beautiful. But I find it very interesting that they're all yellow so far, because this is the same one. Still with the yellow. This one is some sort of a grape leaf. And it's in my book. Oh, that's really pretty. I really like that. The speckles. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. And that, again, it's the wrong side of the leaf is what is giving the best picture. Or print, I should say, not picture. This one did nothing. I wondered about this. This was a very shiny leaf. This was this one, and I had a feeling that this one wasn't going to work, but I said, I'm going to try it anyway. It did give a little bit of a brown figure here. Figure, print, you know what I mean. All right, let's see. Good evening to everyone that's coming in. I see the list is growing a little bit. So hello, thank you for being here. Now these were weeds that I picked. If you were following me and you know that, oh, hi, Rosemary. You know, I was staying in my camper down in North Carolina on Topsail Beach, and we were staying right on the water, and there was this, there was a sign, and it said, be careful of alligators. Yeah. Anyway, these weeds were growing along, like, it was very marshy, and so these weeds were growing there, and I just picked them. I thought they were really cool, and I didn't expect anything to happen from them, but you see they're slightly different. I don't know if you can see that this one had, I don't know what the heck, but a little bit of color, and that's what did that. All right. So that was my experiment. This was my experiment pack, and these were steamed. Okay, so now if you care to hang out with me a few minutes longer, we will open the boiled pack. Okay, the boiled pack. The boiled pack is hodgepodge. So what I did is I did the steam, I wrote the notes, and then I had lots of leaves. So I thought, well, I'm not gonna waste this opportunity. So I threw these in. I use a it's like a big roaster. I'll have to take a picture of it and show it to you. And it's got a temperature gauge on the front of it. I think you roast turkeys or something in it, and I keep it outside on the patio, and it works perfectly wonderful for me. I set it at like 450 to get it to boil, the water to boil, and I have a metal thing inside. I actually took a picture. I think I just posted it on my Instagram account, my personal Instagram account, which is Jeri Bellini, if you want to see my cooker. Okay, so this one was just having some fun. Oh, these are soggy because these were boiled. These are really wet. This is a little bit of a weed that I picked from some field in North Carolina. Hi, Ian. It's good to see you. Let me see if yeah, I can see. All right. And again, there was alum on this, so that's why they're yellow, I believe. So, what's everybody doing tonight? Oh, Ian, Elena liked your watercolor tutorial. All right. And oh, I forgot to mention, I did have rusty, I like that. I did have rusty objects in the bottom of my my pan. But I'm surprised that my paper doesn't look more rusty, to be honest. I thought it would be more brown. Oh, that's really pretty. So I have an idea. This is definitely not from Pennsylvania. This is from North Carolina. I think I would tea dye some of this first. I really like the brownish look. So this is pretty. I have no idea what this is. That came out pretty. And I'm not sure I like the alum. I'm not sure I like the yellow. What do you think? This actually looks like seaweed now that you're off to bed. Yeah, Ian, it's really late for you. It's late for me too, but I just wanted to open this. And I wanted to do it online so everybody could see it. This is the grape leaf thing that I picked someplace. Okay, let's speed it up here. This is like watching my fingernails grow. I really like this, and too bad I don't have more of it. I really like that. Let's see how, I think this is going to look pretty. Yep, I like that one. All right. So I have some ideas. I don't care for the back of that, but I have some ideas to do with the paper because they're squares. I think I'm going to make a little book. Yeah, it is very lemony looking, isn't it, Ian? I think I used alum in the water. I think that's why. I think that's why. Because I had pipes and stuff. I have all this rusty stuff in the bottom of the pan, so I would have thought it would have gotten more brown. But I'm keeping notes. And I think I'm going to try more tomorrow, and I won't use the alum. This one's a real pretty shape. I like that. It's very delicate looking. You like that one too, Bonnie? Yeah, I do too. I tend to like the smaller leaves, and like rose leaves are really pretty. I really like those. Now, you see how the print is actually like on both sides, obviously, because I have a leaf, right up against it. So if you wanted to keep these pure and say you just wanted to have a print on one side, you would put something, another sheet of paper or a lightweight piece of cardboard or something here, and then you do your next print. And, there would be reasons, there would be times when you would want to keep one side plain because you can see that the print, it bleeds through to the other side of the paper. So if you, like here, for example, let's just pull these off. If you don't like that, you can see this on this side as well. And if you don't like that, and it almost obstructs, the next print. So I think I'm going to try doing that. There's so many different things you can try. I do like the oak leaves. I do like them very much. All right, I have to find some black walnut shells. I don't know if we have any around here because what I learned in my class is if you put the black walnut shells in the water, it should make the paper a little darker. Oh, Eleni, you're from Ireland. Oh, I didn't realize that. It's got to be really late for you too then. Yeah, see, I like that. I like all those speckles. We'll see. The paper might look totally different. Oh, that one's really pretty. The paper might look totally different when it dries. These are soaking wet. These were boiled. They are really super wet. Yeah, see, I'm not in love with that. I don't like when that, to me, it looks like a big blob. Yeah, it's 2:12 a.m. Holy smokes. Yeah, I'm sound asleep by then. Oops, this paper's ripping. You have to be careful. Oh, this is watercolor paper too, by the way. So this stuck. This got stuck. Okay. Oh, I do like that one very much. Yeah, it's just fun to do. I'll have to get out my other Echo dye paper and show you another time. Now that's really interesting how it just really mostly did the outline, and you see what it did on that side. That's pretty cool. And this one, I was really curious. This is a tree out in my yard. And I like the way that turned out. Okay, we'll be using more of that one. That fern-like look, I like that. This is a tree that the butterflies and the hummingbirds love. I'm not sure what it's called. It gets these pink flowers on it in the summer. Right now, the leaves are just really starting to grow. But it looks like a fern, but it's a tree. Oh, you have insomnia. I'm sorry, Elena. That's pretty. These are two maple leaves from my mom's tree. I'm sure you know the story about my mom's tree. Oops, and look, it ripped the paper. Yeah, I don't like the boiling. I think I prefer to steam it, and that's it. There's just one more, and these are mom's tree too. Yep. And that's all she wrote, guys and girls. And so that's about all I have to say about that. I'll be on again. Yeah, you're a late night artist, right, Ian? And I'm an early morning one. I like to go to bed early and get up early. I like it in the morning. It's nice and quiet. Yes, we are finally, it is warm. Now, I just came back from North Carolina and it was seriously hot down there. So we left Pennsylvania and it was like in the 60s. And when we got down to North Carolina, it was 97. It was really a lot to get used to in a day. I don't like it that hot. Right now in Pennsylvania, today it was in the high 70s. It was just beautiful. It was perfect. Susan, I boiled / steamed 2 hours, and I'm going to tell you I prefer the steam. The boiling seems to really eat up the paper, chew up the paper. Yeah. Now, if you guys hold on a second, and I'll show you. I'll grab some of my old Echo dye paper. Hold on. All right, let me move this out of the way. So you guys saw that this had a lot of yellow. Sorry about my arm. A lot of yellow in it. So this is some of my older, let me take some out of here. Some of my older Echo dye paper from years ago. All right, I'm just going to pull out a stack. And these are experiments. So don't know if you can see. Yeah, see, that's, I do tags. I mean, it's really pretty. This is a rose petals, rose bush petals. I really like those. Let's see. All right, let's just take out a little bit. I have a lot. Okay. So to show you the difference. Okay. You see how this is got more brown in it? Back in the day, I did not use alum when I echo dyed. And this is going back probably 5-6 years. I've had this paper a long time. I was just reading the chat. So you see how brown it is? I prefer it. And I did the same thing with this paper that I did with the paper that I just made, where I put, some leaves on both sides. Jeri, did you see the rust I did with some of the metal I got from? No, I didn't. Did you recently do it, Rosemary? Because I haven't been online in like 2 weeks. We were getting ready for our trip, and then when we were away, we didn't have any Wi-Fi and no cable. We didn't watch TV or anything. It was wonderful, I have to tell you. I'll go and look. You bought those big round things that I have, I believe. Yes, I'll go and take a look. Brian does the orders, but I thought I saw your name come in, and I thought that's what you bought. I'll look. I'll go look for it. So you can see that the color is different on here. And if you look, you look closely, you can see the print of the different leaves. And I don't remember what the heck leaves I used. When we go on vacation, we take the camper out. Look at this one's real pretty. I just grab whatever's in the woods, except the poison. Susan, you just remembered that you have some of the gears too. Oh, really? You're echo dying tonight? Oh, you're funny. Did you buy those gears for me? You did? Oh my gosh. Well, Rosemary said she did the rust dyeing with them. Yeah, the rust dyeing is really fun too. It's really fun. And I just throw that out. So these are just experiments. I just throw that out in the sun. You could boil it too. Oh, you did. Oh, thank you, Elena. I did, I rust dyed some piano paper, and I don't think I could lay my hands on it right now. It came out, I'm just looking to the right here. It came out really nice. Let me see if it's any in my bucket. I try to keep no, it's not in this bucket. I try to keep it all together. I do dye book text, vintage book text. I do that too. So that's what this is. It's really pretty. You have to be careful when you start using this kind of paper because it rips. It could rip. But see how pretty? This is the rose leaves. I think they're my favorite. My favorite shape, but just giving the paper that green color, I just love it. Yeah, I wish I could remember what I do with my piano paper. It really came out nice. So this stuff is boring. Like I said, it was an experiment, and I really like the ripped paper, so I try to rip my paper too. That's the other thing. You guys, you're all so great shopping in my Etsy store. I really do appreciate it. It was closed the whole time I was away on vacation. We just reopened it. Okay, is that what it is, Rosemary? They're high in tannin. I like the delicacy of the smaller leaves. I think that's what it is, and they do give you really nice prints. Another thing you can try if you have, okay, so this is something similar. These were pine needles, and Okay, see, now Susan's saying white pine was interesting. The pine needles, sometimes they act as a resist when you lay them down, and that whatever's on the underneath part color will come through. And so you can see, you get these like white lines in it. Sorry about the shadows. So let me see if there's anything interesting in here. I don't think there is. See, it's just this. I just like the smaller leaves. I think I'm more partial to them. This is kind of interesting. Yeah, this is kind of. This was my beginning, my very beginning ones. Yes, I think these papers are beautiful in journals. They just really are. So this is a lot of maple leaves, I'll tell you that. I know maple leaves always are dark. And then it was probably nothing on the other side. Let's see if there's anything interesting in here. But you see, there's no yellow here. All right. That's it. It's pretty boring. These were all my very first tries at echo dyeing. And that's about it, boys and girls. I don't think so, Rosemary, ginkgo. I don't think so. Oh, I saw that, Ian. Ian did a traceable of one of his watercolors, and he was giving it away. So if anybody's interested, you click on his name. It'll take you to his channel, and you can see what Ian does. He's a great watercolor artist. Yeah, I wonder where I could get some ginkgo leaves. I would love to try that. And I want to get some eucalyptus because I really like that. I actually dyed, you know what? I think I have the bag right here. Hold on. I was going to only be on here for a minute. I'm going to show you what's in my little bag. There was this was some of the fabric that we made at the class that I just took. This is avocado and this is indigo. But let me see if I can lay my hands. I don't know if it's in this bag or not. Eucalyptus we did. No, it's not in this bag. We did eucalyptus. It was really nice. And I'm told, oh, hi, Barb. How are you? Excuse me. Sippy, sippy. Avocado dyes pink. And if you let it get really... Yes, that's right. And I can't remember which ones don't dye. Let me see if it's in here. It's normally, it's like... if you get the right kind, you can buy them, I'm told, at Trader Joe's, and I don't have them. I don't have it here. Back to the avocado. If you cook that down, if you cook it a lot, it makes it almost like a beautiful purpley pink. It's really pretty. Oh, my garden's doing great, Elena. Thank you. I'm drinking some water. I told my daughter while I was gone to please make sure she watered it every day. And she did. She was really good about it. And it's looking really good. The plants are, oh my gosh, they're big. They're getting really big. I have to take some pictures. I got a lot of laundry to do. When did we get home? 2 days ago, I think. 2 days ago. I'm still catching up. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm loving my garden. And then I have these bird feeders right outside my window. So between the garden and the birds, I'm just really enjoying it. And speaking of birds, I saw Rosemary had a bird got in her art room a couple weeks ago. I saw that live, Rosemary, if you're still here. Yeah. I'm wondering how you ever got it out of there. And what I found interesting is when I came home from my trip, there was like a million bird poops on the sidewalk. I hadn't noticed. Yeah, that bird was crazy. I hadn't noticed, and I was thinking of you because they were all purple. The bird poops were all purple. And I'm like, why are these purple? You know, they're eating my bird seed, which is not purple. And then I'm going, geez, Jeri, was this a really good idea, having the bird feeder so close to the house? Oh, thank you, Elena. Well, you know, I started out by making the seed pots, and then, you know, I made my own dirt, and I did all that stuff, and I grew everything from seed. I bought the lights, and then what you have to do is put them outside when they get to be a certain, you know, height, and let them toughen up during the day, bring them in at night. I'm telling you, it's like having children. You have to really take care of them. And then finally I said, no, Jeri, they have to go outside. So then I put them outside, and I was like hoping for the best. And then I think 2 nights later we had a hailstorm, and I was gone. I was hoping that they didn't all die, and they didn't. They eat berries. Yeah, I know they eat berries, but I'm wondering where are they getting the berries from? Obviously, they're not staying in my yard, in my tree all the time. If they're eating berries. Oh, Elizabeth, you're awake. It is so good to see you. Hello, hello. I'm glad you did say hi. Anyway, yeah, I'm usually in bed by now too, and I just popped on to show my echo dyeing. I'm going to do a vlog maybe tomorrow and tell everybody about my trip and show you the things that I made. It was really fun. It was a really good trip. Yeah, I was down there with the heat, Elizabeth, in North Carolina, and the alligators. Yeah. Okay. So maybe my birds are flying to Virginia, eating the mulberries and coming back. I don't know. No, I'm sure there's. Yeah, I am. It's late. We got out of the habit of watching TV when we were away because it was, we didn't have cable. We didn't have any cable, and we didn't have any Wi-Fi. So I'm just like not interested. I had a fabulous time, like beyond fabulous. It was so, if anybody can, you know, get away and take a class somewhere, you should, just to be with other creative souls. I mean, it's really nice, you know, being on the internet and having friends on the internet, but there's something to be said about spending time, real time with people and creating in the same room. It just, the ladies, there was 12 people in my class, and they were 12 of the nicest women. Everybody was sharing what they had, and yeah, it was just wonderful. And the teachers were fantastic. It was Roxanne Evans Stout and Leslie Marsh. Wonderful. We had it at Leslie's house. The class was at her house, and it was right on the beach. And Brian, oh, sorry, I kicked the camera. Brian, of course, you know, we were together. He went during the day while I was taking the class, and he went on the beach and he picked me all these shells, and it was just really nice. It was really relaxing. I really enjoyed it. So we're going to Denver, Colorado, and yeah, in September to take a class. I'm going to take another class with Orly Havernary. I hope I said that right. Yeah, so I'll be looking forward to that too. I'm going to Jean Oliver's studio for that one. She has classes, by the way, if anybody's interested. Jean Oliver, look at her website, jeanoliver.com. She does online classes and she hosts all sorts of classes that other artists do. And then she also has at her ranch, she lives on a ranch there. She has people come and do classes there too. So it's pretty neat. If you get a chance, take a class. It's fun.